welcome to Mondays with the Odd Duck. So today we're actually in my little greenhouse because it's starting to rain, but we're gonna get some seeds started. I've got some butterfly and hummingbird wildflower mix, and I've already prepared my seed tray, so my soil's already a little moist. And then we're just gonna start adding the seeds in. And I'm doing a lot here because I want this to go all across my back fence row. So we're just gonna fill this. Now there is a handy dandy seed tool you can get to help spread these, but these are pretty big seeds, so you really can get them in here pretty easy using your fingers. We got Shadow and Olivia back here. Eric's on the grill. And then once I have all these on here, again, I've moistened my soil. I'm gonna cover these just a little bit. Now you wanna read your seed packets because not everything needs covered. A lot of them need darkness for germination, but some of them, like lettuce, does not. So make sure you read your seed packets on how to cover your seeds. Now sometimes I don't have good luck with seeds. I'm hoping this little greenhouse that the kids got me for my birthday is gonna help do some magic. Like they'll start growing and then they get real leggy. So if anybody has any tips, gladly put them in comments. I would love to hear how you guys start your seeds. All right, so we've got them all in there. I'm just gonna poke them down just a little bit, and then we're just gonna cover them with some more moist soil. And I am using seed starting soil. So I'm just gonna lightly cover. Again, they don't have to be like you're planting a plant here. Up. And we will hope for the best here. We'll check on them periodically. Hopefully we get some nice sunny days. So just a nice thin layer of soil on the top. And then we are going to put our handy dandy lid on it. You're going to make sure you get that nice and tight. And I'm going to put this on the top shelf and we'll see what happens. Hey everybody, so come along as I make this wreath for one of my customers. So she likes our mesh wreaths. I've started with a green pine base. I've already added, I'm just doing white mesh to it because we have a lot of colors going on and she really likes the soft muted colors. But you could fill this with whatever colors you guys want depending on what theme of a wreath you're doing. So we've got some really pretty colors. We've got blues, peaches, yellows, and we're gonna create this. I'm just gonna stick a bunch of these little blue hydrangeas everywhere. And you just wanna make sure that you fill. It's okay if some of the green shows, but if you want a really full wreath, you want a lot of flowers. And then kind of keep in mind, we are putting a bow on. This bow is really, really pretty. So kind of keep in mind where you're gonna place your bow. And I think once I'm done, my bow is gonna be kind of off to the side over here. So I'm gonna kind of leave this space a little bare for right now. And I'm gonna use these white roses. So this was probably about 4 different bushels of flowers that I'm using. I've just cut them up. The good thing about using the green base is that you can wrap the stems around it and you don't have to use so much hot glue. So that's always a good thing, especially with these because they're going to be outside. The heat can affect the hot glue. Some of these. So we're going to be making some really, really pretty USA ones. I've got some really neat flowers, lots of bows. I'll show you one of those bows too today. Let's see. You can always adjust once you get all your flowers kind of placed. You can always move things around. Look for bare spots. I think I'm gonna go ahead and put my bow on just so I know exactly where it's gonna be. And then I can build flowers around that. It's a little easier for me to do that. So I just did a simple bow. I did a little bit darker blue because there's so many light colors going on here. So how's everybody been this weekend? You guys do anything fun? With the storms coming in, it's kind of iffy. Couldn't get out in the garden too much. I can't wait to get out in the garden. We have a lot of fun shows coming up with that. But remember, don't plant anything until it stays above 50 for a couple weeks. That seems to be our problem right now. But I did start some seeds today, and we have that posted on our video too. All right, we're just gonna keep adding some more flowers on here. So sometimes you have to really poke these in because the mesh and the green base, just kind of work with your flowers a little bit. Get them tucked in there. And you can go back through, because I will do a little spot glue, but it won't need a whole lot of glue like you would do if you were doing a grapevine wreath or anything like that. Let's see. Add some of our melon colored. I love this color. Fight with it just a little bit sometimes too. That's okay. And just keep filling, just make it really full. Don't forget your edges. You want to make sure that you've got flowers on the edge, even though the mesh is hanging over. You want to make sure you get your edges. That just gives it even more fullness. Very, very springy wreath. I love it. Looks very airy, very light. And just use some of your melon color or the yellow just to break up some of the blues. Let's see. Let's actually stick those there. So we got quite a few flowers left. And then I do have some greenery that we're going to stick in here too. Stick this guy over here. And then I have this really pretty greenery. I've already pre-cut it. This just helps give it even more fullness. So her door is black, so these colors will really pop nicely on the black door from a distance. And it's going to be very light and airy looking, so that's a good thing. And when you're making a wreath, you may take it apart a few times. I do. And redo it. Sometimes you get an image in your head and it's like, nope, that did not come out the way you wanted it to. No problem, just start all over again. Or you can come to us and we create just about anything for you. Got a few more pieces of this. In here. All right. And we've just made a pretty spring wreath, guys. And up next, we're going to make some all-American apple pie topping for your vanilla ice cream. So I'm so excited for our USA ribbons. We've got lots of different ones. We've got solids, different designs. They really pair well together. You can shape them up. This one is probably one of my favorite ones, and I've made a couple bows to show you already. So we can make you a special one with whichever ribbons you want, or you can come in and get one of our ready-mades. This one's a smaller one. Look how pretty this one is though. This one has about 4 or 5 different ribbons in it. And this one is my favorite one because it has that flower one. Look how pretty. So stop in, check out our USA ribbon, and let us make you a bow. All right, are you ready? We're going to show you how to make an all-American pie filling for your vanilla ice cream. So with America's 250th birthday coming up, this will turn your ice cream into extraordinary and your family and guests will be happy. So we have the stoves already going, warming up with some butter. I've chopped about 5 apples. I use Gala apples. You can use Granny Smith's, whatever you like. So you're basically making a pie filling. There's 1/3 cup of brown sugar, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, and just a smidgen of nutmeg in here. And we're gonna mix all this together. All that mixed up really good. Oh, it smells so good. All right, I'm just gonna put this into the hot skillet, and we're gonna let these cook down until they get soft. Okay, so you can see we've cooked down our apples. They're nice and soft. Look at that mix, looks so good. I've let it cool. We have our ice cream ready to go. And we're just gonna, and you can actually keep this in a container and just keep it cool and serve it. And I'm gonna add a few pecans to mine. Let's try it. Definitely nothing says America like apple pie on your ice cream. So stay tuned for next week's episode and stay odd.